Man, get your goofy clown out west big pants, fake jewelry, fake designer, fake everything. Get your pack selling, pack working. Gotta turn the money into boo-boo. Get your goofy ass on my dead cousin. Like, you making interviews and mentioning motherfuckers' names on my dead brother, boy. Don't make a motherfucker pull up on my cousin grave, nigga.
Chicago says Kill Bill went from nobody to a feared name almost overnight. Over 10 bodies, viral reputation. But what if half of that story isn't real, and the part that is even worse? Kill Bill went from an unknown rapper to one of the most talked about figures on Chicago's West Side in a very short time. Online, people credit him with double-digit bodies and call him a real street shooter. Others say it's all exaggerated clout. The truth sits somewhere in between, and it starts long before his name ever went viral. Behind the scenes, Kill Bill is from the west side of Chicago and is affiliated with a set known as BTBG. Years earlier, the group went by a different name, Sino Gang. After a member called Baby T was killed, the group began repping his name, and tensions with rival sets escalated fast. Before the streets took over his life, Kill Bill played basketball and football. But after being told he was too small to ever go pro, his focus shifted.
Fuck man.
What started as hanging around slowly turned into deeper involvement in street life. His younger brother, KJ, followed that path even earlier. Still a teenager, KJ was already heavily active, with rumors spreading that he had been involved in multiple violent incidents by the time he was just 15 years old. Some people questioned those claims and said he was claiming bodies that weren't his, but one thing was clear: the opposition was actively trying to take him out. BTBG had beef across the West Side, including tensions with multiple rival crews. Despite the danger, KJ stayed in the same environment and kept going to school. In September 2022, he was reportedly involved in a shooting after classes. Kill Bill warned his brother to transfer schools and get away from the drama. KJ didn't listen. A few months later, rivals allegedly caught him lacking as he was leaving school and shot him to death right outside the building. Kill Bill later said he was on the phone with KJ that day, trying to convince him to come to his place instead. He had no idea that would be the last time he'd ever speak to his little brother. By the time KJ was killed, Kill Bill was already rumored to be involved in street violence himself. But losing his brother turned everything up.
They smoked man, that was not my homie. That was 71st Battery on them homie. Yeah, he was cool because he slid for us and shit, but that's not my homie again. Who won't slid for us? Niggas be on our dick. Send that goofy ass off.
No one was ever officially booked for KJ's murder, though many believed a rival set was responsible. After that, Kill Bill's name started getting tied to some of the most brutal stories in the city. In December 2022, rumors spread that he caught a rival member in traffic and opened fire, hitting both the driver and a woman inside the vehicle. The story goes that after the crash, the scene was so violent, it shocked even people used to street killings. More rumors followed. Some said he was targeting multiple rival groups. Others linked him to one of the wildest shootings ever caught on camera, when 3 shooters jumped out near a gas station and fired over 100 shots at a rival member. Kill Bill later denied pulling the trigger in that case, but openly said he wished he had.
Come on, gang. They told me your ass is the police on Libby Grave. Ben told me that. Like, fuck you on an info. Get your police goof ass on.
People also pointed to his lyrics, claiming he may have self-snitched about other hits. Lines about leaving someone in the snow were tied to the death of a rival whose body was later found exactly that way. Whether every rumor is true or not, one thing is undeniable. After his brother's death, Kill Bill's reputation exploded, and the line between clout and real violence became impossible to separate. As Kill Bill's reputation grew, a new narrative started spreading online. People began accusing him of being a devil worshiper, pointing to his lyrics and visuals. On one track, he dissed a rival named Big Glow and rapped lines that fueled the controversy even more. Whether shock value or real belief, the image stuck and only made his name travel faster. BTBG also developed a reputation for violence that didn't always stop at intended targets. Rumors circulated that innocent people sometimes got caught in the middle, including one alleged incident where a girl was killed instead of her father during a hit tied to ongoing beef. One of BTBG's most intense conflicts was with rival Vice Lord-affiliated sets, including Ghost Mob and Richway. Bodies dropped on both sides for years. In 2021, BTBG allegedly targeted a Richway member named Tiller. How active Tiller really was in the streets is debated, but he constantly dissed fallen BTBG members online. At the center of that tension was a BTBG member known as 2-3. He had been killed during a conflict with Ghost Mob. Pluto, one of Ghost Mob's most feared shooters, was rumored to have caught multiple bodies before being killed himself in 2019. A year later, 2-3 was allegedly involved in retaliation and lost his life as well. 2-3's death hit BTBG hard. Tiller escalated the situation by publicly mocking him, even wearing shirts dissing the dead. That move put a massive target on his back. One day, while Tiller was driving with his young daughter to McDonald's, shooters allegedly pulled up and opened fire on his vehicle. Tiller survived. His daughter did not. No one was ever officially booked for the shooting, but rumors quickly spread that Kill Bill, along with 2 other BTBG members known as Otto and KB, were involved. After his daughter's death, Tiller allegedly sent direct messages accusing them and saying he didn't care about snitching anymore, that he was ready for everyone to go to jail. Kill Bill posted the messages publicly and labeled Tiller a rat. There is no confirmed proof placing Kill Bill at the scene of the shooting. However, in a later interview, he openly bragged about assaulting an older woman who had disrespected him, which only reinforced the image that he was spiraling further out of control. By this point, Kill Bill had been crashing out for years. But what truly pushed him into the spotlight wasn't just the violence, it was music.
I got in a band, got out of school in September. Like September 2022.
Around 2020, he linked up with DMG affiliate Lil Deuce. Their hoods weren't closely connected, but the two met in the studio and quickly locked in. At the time, Kill Bill wasn't even fully established as a rapper yet. Together, they formed their own crew, DMGG. Kill Bill and Lil Deuce were constantly around each other, dropping tracks and building buzz. That connection became a major turning point. Through Lil Deuce, Kill Bill also tapped into wider industry circles, expanding his reach far beyond the West Side streets where his story began. Kill Bill's buzz didn't stop at the streets. It jumped to a much bigger stage after Lil Zay gave him a public cosign and brought him out at one of his shows. That moment pushed Kill Bill into a wider spotlight, but it also dragged him into an entirely new web of beefs. Linking up with Lil Zay and Lil Deuce opened doors, but it also came with serious consequences. The tension traces back to 2020, when Lil Deuce was allegedly involved in the killing of one of his own associates, an incident that quietly fractured alliances and set off a chain reaction. Lil Deuce was known for sliding heavily on rivals for DMG. Some people claimed he was responsible for multiple shootings before his death in 2025.
So the day he passed away, we on the phone, he walking through the hallway.
What made his reputation even more shocking was his condition. After being shot multiple times in the leg during a robbery, he could barely walk. Despite that, rumors said he was still active, dragging his leg while continuing to move in the streets. After Lil Deuce was killed, rival sets went online claiming he wasn't just targeting DMG's enemies. According to those rumors, other groups were allegedly paying him cash to carry out hits. One name that kept coming up was Juju, a member of Hathaway. In 2023, Juju was shot by another Hathaway member known as C5. Juju survived and was later accused of cooperating with authorities, which allegedly led to C5 getting locked up. C5 was expected to be released in 2025, and rumors spread that Juju feared retaliation. According to Street Talk, Juju allegedly paid Lil Deuce $5,000 to take out C5 once he was released. That plan never played out. Lil Deuce was killed before C5 came home. But the fallout didn't stop there.
You know, like, I'm still respectful and all that. Like, you know, I be respecting my head. I'm keep down. I tweaked last year. I'm about to be the old lady up. But she was disrespectful, though. I'm so grateful, like.
Because of his close ties to Lil Deuce and his connection to Lil Jose Osama, Kill Bill found himself pulled into even deeper conflicts. Things escalated when members linked to THF allegedly stole Lil Jose's watches. Shortly after that, while locked up on the same cell block, Lil Deuce reportedly assaulted a THF member known as G Baby. When Lil Deuce got out, he dropped a track that referenced the tension. Kill Bill appeared on Footprints, rapping lines that many listeners interpreted as direct shots at rivals, suggesting the situation was already turning ugly. The beef took a darker turn when a THF affiliate known as TP was shot and killed in front of his children. Rumors quickly spread that one of the shooters was a man affiliated with BVC. BVC and DMG were known to be cool, and speculation suggested the shooting was retaliation tied to the stolen watches. After TP's death, a BVC member named Vaughn posted online, implying that someone had died over the watches. Lyrics from later songs appeared to confirm the rumor, suggesting that retaliation had already happened. Just a month after TP was killed, reports surfaced that the alleged shooter, Man, was himself shot, pushing the cycle of violence even further. By this point, Kill Bill wasn't just a rapper with a viral reputation. He was now connected, directly or indirectly, to multiple overlapping beefs, unresolved deaths, and a chain of retaliation that showed no signs of slowing down. The situation spiraled even further after another shooting in traffic left 2 people dead, including someone close to Stony Ridge. At first, Lil Zay showed public support for BVC after Man was killed, but that unity didn't last long. Everything collapsed when BVC learned that Lil Deuce was allegedly responsible for killing one of their own back in 2020. The victim was a BVC member known as VTE, whose murder had gone unsolved for years. For a long time, nobody knew who pulled the trigger. Then, in 2025, rumors surfaced claiming Lil Deuce was the shooter. According to Street Talk, VTE had been associating with someone Lil Deuce didn't get along with.
Shop Lil Ross, bro. I'll follow you back, but you gotta stop be on this bitch land. You be all on YouTube and shit, just be land and shit. Motherfucker smack the shit out you, then I'll be wrong and shit.
The story goes that Lil Deuce confronted VTE at a party over it, and the argument ended with VTE being killed. Once BVC found out who was allegedly behind the murder, it ignited a brand new beef. Diss tracks and online posts started flying immediately. Lil Zay's brother confirmed that Man had slid for BVC, but at the same time mocked him publicly, saying he died looking foolish. The tension escalated fast. Lil Deuce began dissing BVC openly, and Kill Bill jumped in, taking shots at Man as well. Members from BVC clapped back, warning Kill Bill directly and threatening to pull up on him. Everyone knew that DMG and BVC were headed toward a fallout once the VTE situation came to light. What nobody expected was how brutally Lil Deuce's story would end. Because of prior gun charges, Lil Deuce was required to check in annually at the gun offender registry. Somehow, word got out about the exact time he was scheduled to be there.
I was on my way to my homie funeral and I got the call. That Deuce got shot and shit. By the time I made it in, I sitting back and sitting in the church. I get the call again, they tell me he did.
One morning, around 10 a.m., as Lil Deuce was leaving the building, someone pulled up and shot him in the head. He was rushed to the hospital, but he was already dead by the time he arrived. Lil Deuce's death hit Kill Bill hard. What made it even more surreal was that Kill Bill was on his way to another friend's funeral when he got the call that Lil Deuce had been shot and killed. To this day, no one knows for sure who took Lil Deuce out. Some rumors claim he was set up through a woman. Others believe BVC was responsible. If that's true, it could trigger an all-out war between BVC and BTBG. As speculation continued, new rumors began spreading that BTBG was connected to yet another major hit in the city. THF Zoo had survived in the streets for decades and was believed by some to be less active in ongoing beef. But after tensions rose involving Lil Zay, his circle, DMG, and other alliances, THF Zoo was shot and killed in broad daylight. Some sources claimed BTBG was involved. Kill Bill added fuel to the fire during an interview when he said "rest in peace" to Zoo, and then smiled. At that point, the lines between music, reputation, and real-world consequences were completely gone. Kill Bill has been dropping music and allegedly sliding on his enemies for years, but now he's blowing up across social media almost overnight. A lot of people claim he's up 12 bodies, even though there's no solid proof behind most of the killings being pinned on him. Instead of backing away, Kill Bill has been leaning into the chaos. He's been clowning the rumors online and even called out YouTube creator Trap Lord Ross, accusing him of spreading lies about his name. There are shooters in Chicago who are confirmed to have taken multiple lives. Pluto Tucson, for example, was considered one of CBG's main threats and was rumored to have caught over 10 bodies before he was killed. But with Kill Bill, it feels like he's getting tied to a new murder every single week, often without evidence. With all eyes on him now, it's almost guaranteed that law enforcement is watching him much closer than before. Still, there's a chance this spotlight could be his way out. If Kill Bill puts his head down and focuses on music, he might actually escape the trenches. He's already been hinting at a different path. He's shown love to Kodak Black online, and if that connection turns into something real, it could completely change his future. A lot of people are already tired of seeing Kill Bill's name everywhere. But if he plays this right, he could leave the beef behind and really take off in the rap game. And if he doesn't, if the rumors are true and he keeps crashing out, then his story might end the same way as so many others before him. If you're following these stories closely, subscribe to Clouded Fame for more updates, drop a like if this breakdown helped, and share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Kill Bill can really make it out, or is the spotlight only making things worse?